What's up, you guys? This is Rob from The Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Daily Grind, we have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to hotfix 22.6.0. So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a structure because I'm going to toss a ton of information out at you guys at once. So I figured y'all know where to look for the stuff you need to look for. So straight out of the gate, we're going to talk about the environmental effects and fishing. Not really too much to cover there. Then we're going to move into the Volt Prominence skin, which I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of impressed with, as well as a minor Volt change. Then we'll jump into Gara's Mass Vitrify and some of the feedback that I have for that so far, because it's not quite where it needs to be, but DE understands that. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and jump into Focus 2.5. I've left it there untouched because I want you guys to kind of see and experience how it is straight out of the gates when you first jump into it. I've made some mental notes. But before we jump into any of that, let's talk about the sneak peek that Red Text gave us when he fucking dropped in today. He stated that Khora will be releasing sometime this year. He's doing it for the end of the year update. Listen, I got the screenshots to prove it. It exists. He is here. Khora is gonna be there towards the end of the year, and she is gonna be fucking magnificent, so I'm crossing my fingers. Now listen, if Red Text led you astray, it was not me. I am simply mentioning back, regurgitating, if you so believe, that Red Text has blessed us with the information that Khora will be out this year. I'm kind of shocked. That's a lot. Like, we got 3 weeks left. That is crazy. Regardless, let's go ahead and jump into the first thing that's kind of big, but kind of not big to me, at least. I mean, it's gonna be glorious. I'm sure it's glorious and wonderful and beautiful, but the Plains has now received its environmental effects. Really psyched to see how it all looks, but it's not something that I'm rushing out to go experience. The rain, however, is supposed to have a really cool gameplay effect where it will increase the amount of fish that spawn in like fishing holes and also decrease the awareness of the enemy factions. So they're not going to be able to see you as much, or they're not going to pay as much attention to you when it's raining because, I don't know, maybe they're depressed. Now, on the fishing front, which y'all know I don't really care about, but I know some of y'all love, y'all as fishing mains, put this out there for you guys. You can now throw Pheroma and dye like you could bait. I don't know what that means to me, but now you can do it. And in addition to that, bait, Pheroma, and dye are now all area of effect. So that means that you can bring your hunting party in. Y'all can like sit at a pool, and one of you guys can throw bait, and everybody in that area of effects reaps a benefit. So keep in mind though, it is area of effect, so they need to be within the area of effect of that bait, Pheroma, or dye. So have fun, you know, messing around with your fishies and your poles. That's great for you. It'll save resources. It's a good thing. It's a good benefit. So now we're going to go ahead and move into the Volt Prominence skin. What I wanted to do straight out of the gate, so for those of you guys who don't know, the Volt Prominence skin is available strictly through Twitch. So you would actually buy it as a bundle. I believe that it's only available for cash or whatever currencies that Twitch accepts. I did not get a price on it, and I'll actually leave that as some information down below, as well as a link to my Twitch page. Last time this came around with it was Excalibur, I wasn't Twitch partnered. Now I am Twitch partnered, and I was linking to everybody else, so now I can link to myself for once. Thank you. So I wanted to go ahead and show you the original Volt skin, and I'm going to be toggling back and forth. So this is the original Volt skin, and then I wanted to show you the Prominence version. Now the Prominence version, I just copied over colors. This isn't a finalized color scheme at all. I'm letting you know that, okay? But first and foremost, I want you guys to go ahead and pay attention to the helmet. So they actually added in some extra lights into the helmet, and they actually added in some extra lights into the back. If you notice one thing too, look at that chin metallic. Do you see that chin metallic going on? What? DE came through. Look at the little back metallics. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. So let's toggle back. You don't get none of those metallics. You get nothing on the back of him. It's just very flat. Very boring. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a massive change, but for those of you guys who did like the original Volt skin, you can go ahead and pick this one up. It's not as geometrically crazy as the Excalibur Prominence skin, but I feel like it's fine-tuned. It's like an Immortal skin, but like on crack. It's like an Immortal skin, but done right. You can even see little metallic details on the back of the legs. Like, DE was paying attention. You could see it looks like there's almost like some metallic detailing right under here in his little notches. Look at that. You don't have that there. You get a little energy and you get a little metallic detailing. I'm into it. I was actually very, very impressed when I saw this skin because I thought that it was basically going to be like an immortal skin but geometric. They took the time out. They made it look right. I am definitely impressed by this. The other thing that I do need to mention though is now the bundle actually comes with a skin for the Tigris. If you want something to match, it looks fine and dandy. This actually matches the Excalibur prominence skin just a little bit better. The metallics on it are like kind of meh. If I'm gonna be honest with you, this isn't something that I would buy the bundle over. The Volt skin is definitely something I'd buy the bundle over, but not necessarily this skin. It's fine. It's nice. It's got some good metallic reflex on there. It's got some good texturing on there. The last thing that I do want to make note of, though, and this is feedback. You know, we gotta give our feedback, you guys. Feedback is a great thing for the game, just as long as it's constructive. So I'm gonna give you guys the feedback because this also does have a sigil that comes along with it. So wanted to point that out, and this is the prominence sigil. As you can see right here, while I think the shape of the sigil is great, I think that you can manipulate a lot of it really like into cool things. There is one thing that I need to say that holds on to be true. It's always purple. Down deep in it, if you don't like purple, you screwed. Like my outfit is in purple, so I gotta like make sure to mask it. And that's a little bit frustrating when it comes to customization. However, I will say that if you like purple, number one, fantastic for you. This works out amazingly. But I feel like the strength of the skin on its own is worth picking up. And it's great because it does support your Twitch partners and everybody else that you go through. So if it's not me, check out some of the other amazing partners that are from YouTube and Twitch and whatnot. And give them a little bit of love on their Twitch pages because I do think that this is a skin worth picking up. This is like a great zoom in because now you can see all of the little metallics on the chest. You can see it on the face. I'm into it. So if you like the original Volt skin, or maybe you're a Volt fanboy and you absolutely need this is definitely something to check out. The last thing that I do want to point out, and we're going to transition into some of the changes that DE did make a little bit earlier today. They went ahead and were kind of tweaking the Volt discharge change, and there was a GIF that they posted, and they're like, well, a lot of people were saying uncap the damage on discharge. They uncapped the damage on discharge in their testing, and it was way too OP. Now, I'm not, like, the GIF kind of shows something. Can't really tell 100% what it is, but they clearly think that it's a little bit too much. So we didn't get that change in this update. I'm sure that they'll take care of it in a future update after they balanced some things out. The one last thing that I did want to note with Volt, and we're going to view stats without mods, is what they've done now is they've actually made Volt's electric shield a little bit more efficient. So the distance per energy is one energy equals 4 meters. So it used to be 1 energy equals 1 meter. So they've actually increased its efficiency by 400%. 300%? I think it's 400%. It's 4 times? I'm not sure. I'm not good at math, but it's better now. So that's what you need to know about Volt. Now let's go ahead and jump into Gara. Now, before we get into the whole playtesting ordeal, I do want to kind of make you guys very, very aware of one big thing that DE stated in the patch notes, because I have feedback. With these new changes, we can tweak the absorption and explosion values as necessary to make sure Mass Vitrify is both fun and effective. Please keep your feedback constructive and let us know what you think after you've had a chance to test these new changes. So DE is making it very clear to us, alright, that they can still tweak the absorption and explosion values as necessary to make sure that Mass Vitrify is both fun and effective. So I need you to be very aware of that. Everything that we see today is something that DE is taking feedback on, and they can still change. So I don't want any dumbassery in the comments. I'll come for you in the comments. I'll make you disappear in the comments, all right? Because I'm telling you this right now, we need to kind of practice being able to give constructive feedback without yelling into the void and acting like dumbasses, all right? So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you kind of like the breakdown. So when Gara casts her Mass Vitrify, she actually creates 12 panels. Those 12 panels are fixed. You will always have 12 panels. I played around with some power strength, I played around with duration, and I played around with range, and none of them seemed to affect the 12 panels that were being affected by this. Now, so what we're looking at right now is, as you can see on the screen, it's 2,225 per panel. All right, so you multiply that by 12 panels and you get 26,700 points of absorption. So that's 26k. We're just gonna say 26k of absorption, right? But that is, of course, spread amongst the 12 different panels. So keep that in mind. Now, when we look at Frost, I believe at his core, I'm gonna go ahead and load Frost up right now so y'all don't think I'm a liar. At his base, all right, he has 5,000 health. He has 5,000 health on a single snow globe, right? Of course, that's all encompassing. That's just one big snow globe. He can stack that 4 times, which would make it 20k if cast 4 times. Gara's is a single cast at 26k or 26.5k if you really want to be a stickler. Frost Snow Globe is a cast of 4 times, cast it 4 times, and you can get 20k once, and you get 5k. This is all at the base. I'm just kind of giving you guys where I think that their brains are, and you know, we'll go ahead and explain to them exactly why it's not quite working out as well. So one of the things that you guys know is that during Frost Snow Globe, when he casts his Snow Globe, he has a 4-second invulnerability timer to prevent any damage and to convert that damage into additional health for the shields. Unfortunately, that's not what is happening with Gara, because every single time I do it, no matter whether they're hitting me during the setup phase or whether I have them hit the wall during the setup phase, it always seems to be about the same amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Corrupted Bombard, and I'm going to set him at level 100 real fast. Because this is realistic play. I'm going to grant her invincibility because I don't want to deal with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this live and in action. So we're going to go set up a wall real fast, and let's just do it here. So as you can see, oh, did I blinded him? Did I blinded him? Well, as you can see down in the corner, it says that I have 12 panels, right? So it's got 12 panels on there, and now he's going to shoot once. It's going to take him about 4 shots. Oh, 3, 4. It might be a different panel. It might be a different panel, and he's blinded. This is bad testing. Come on. Come on. All right, let's just explode that. Hold on. Let's do this again. We're a little bit further away. All right. So come and get me. Come and get me, Mr. Bombard Man. Let's give him a little smack. Thank you. Thank you. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but I feel like that's a different panel. So we got to wait for him to hit the same panel again. So there you go. So we've got him hitting the panels, but of course we still have all of these other panels still up. Of course, the Bombard has splash damage, so it's going to hit multiple things, but technically it's not down. And now you can see at the bottom corner of the screen that we actually have 8 panels left. We're going to go ahead and break that real fast. Now, while, you know, kind of saying, all right, well, she can cast 1 Mass Vitrify, that is the equivalent of 4 Frost Snow Globes, technically, because a lot of enemies are only going to be hitting a single panel at once. Since they're only going to be hitting a single panel at once, it's kind of like having Frost Snow Globe like quartered, to be completely honest with you. Now, of course, you can move around this to absorb even more, but unfortunately, one of the things that it doesn't do is it doesn't absorb any kind of like additional damage. There's no setup. It's always gonna be those 4 hits. So one of the things that I would almost suggest is giving the what do you call this? Giving the structure that same kind of 4-second absorption period so that it can absorb scaling damage, because that's the only way that Frost Snow Globe scales, is during that. Or maybe while Gara is, like, you know, being invulnerable in the middle, maybe she can absorb some damage, something along those lines to allow this to scale a little bit better. Now, of course, I do have to clarify for you, this is a level 100 Bombard, right? Level 100 Bombard. Not everybody's playing level 100s all the time during a what is it called? During a sortie or during one of the tougher bounties. You might run into something. You might run into something that tough. Ooh, and by the way, we have new changes to the freaking reticules, which I don't really want to kind of go over because really not, you'll see them as I play. So that's kind of like one of the things that I definitely want to bring to light, is the fact that it doesn't have that setup period like Frost Snow Globe has, and that setup period tends to help Frost Snow Globe stay alive a little bit longer. So that's a portion of my feedback. The other portion of the feedback that we have is that it scales with power, strength, and armor. Now, with Gara doesn't really have a strong amount of armor, so I'm almost gonna say maybe it might be a little bit better if you had it scale off of health and armor, or health and power strength, as opposed to armor and power strength, because that's like, you know, at her base, Gara's got like 125 armor. So I mean, it helps a little bit. It does. It adds just underneath 1,000 points of damage. But when we're talking about 1,000 points of damage spread across 12 different panels, that's really not that much. So again, what I would invite everybody to do is, because there is going to be a thread on this, leave your feedback in the forums, because as you can see, DE is willing to kind of like play around with numbers a little bit, maybe play around with scaling a little bit, and I am like begging, like, DE, if you want Gara to be able to compete, because the whole thing was, previous to this, when Gara was able to set up her mass vitrify, and she was able to put up the walls, that literally made Frost Snow Globe like obsolete. Like, there's really no point unless you wanted to have multiple snow globes. That's pretty much it. But now it's the other way around, because D's pulled back just a little too much from this one. But I think with that kind of feedback, definitely leave that for them, and I hope that they take a look at this and see my current feedback on this, because that's where I'm sitting right now with Mass Vitrify. It's a little bit on the weak side, especially when it comes to the panels. But 12 panels, I will say, 12 panels is pretty freaking good. If you could make each panel like, you know, 10k absorption and like a little bit of that what is it called? A little bit of that invulnerability period, so it could scale. I think we will be all good. Oh, guess what the next review is gonna be? Did not realize I was gonna get this on camera. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Anyway, let's go ahead and claim this and move on to Focus 2.5. Okay, so real quick before we get into Focus 2.0, I did want to point this out because they did change the blenders on the eyes. Not that the eyes had like blenders or anything, but legitimately like the eye blender colors are just way better. Before there was a much sharper line in the eye blend, so I highly suggest you guys explore some of the blends that are out there, because they can make your Warframe, your operator look real pretty. You can change it around. I'm gonna be playing around with this and seeing exactly where I want to land. We'll do a little bit of that, but as you can see, I didn't get too crazy with this before, but I might play around with it a little bit more now because the eye blends were weird. I'll tell you that for a fact. But let's go ahead and jump into Focus 2.0. This is my first experience with it. I don't actually, you know, I haven't actually played around with it at all. As you can see, everything is still unspent. So the things that I need you guys to be aware of for this is, number one, all of your focus points are going to be restored. Any Eidolon lenses, or not Eidolon lenses, any Eidolon shards used to unlock Waybound passives are going to be refunded. Any Eidolon shards used to pick up points are going to be refunded in the way of points. So Eidolon shards you spent to get points, you're going to get back as points. Eidolon shards that you use to unlock Waybounds, you're going to get back as Eidolon shards to re-unlock them. Alright, the other thing you need to keep in mind is that lenses were not taken off at all. Your lenses are still where they're at. They're still doing what they're doing. So that's that. No refunds on lenses. We're good to go. Now, one of their big statements, and we'll find out very, very soon if this is, I'm sure it's true. I don't even know why I'm like saying that bullshit. But legitimately, they basically made everything a bunch cheaper. And they also have pool increases. So let's see what happens. Because I'm very curious. Very curious to see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to increase the pool a couple times. I'm just going to, because I'm not sure. I'm like scared. I'm like not sure. Alright, so yes. So that pool has increased. So that pool is now 7 out of 7. And the way that they've expressed it is that pool is now 7 out of 7. Okay. Alright, I see you. We can upgrade our pools right like straight out of the gate. You can still upgrade your pools inside the tree as well. So we'll do that because, you know, we probably need more than 9. I'm happy about that. All right. So that is cool. So now that should be 9 as well. Okay, we got 9 pools. Thank you, Universal Pool. Let's go ahead and unlock some Naramon because I've been a fan of Naramon. One of the things that I need you guys to understand is I did not unlock Mind Step or Mind Sprint's Waybounds. So we're probably not going to do that. I did unlock Void Hunter. Everything else I was able to pretty much unlock. So let's take a look at how this goes and see if it actually works better. There have been some changes in the pools, by the way, so just keep in mind one of the things that happened was, of course, the armor granted by Unairu is actually going to be flat instead of scaling now, so I think you're going to get 60 flat armor. You're going to get 60 flat armor for just, you know, being alive. For both your... Okay, I need more pool, apparently. Well, let's not make it active. Let's just... What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock everything first, and then we'll talk about, like, pools and shit later. I just want to unlock everything. Yes. We're going to make that like that. And then we're going to take a look at how the pools affect everything afterwards. So Unairu got that. And then they also got a nice change where it was, instead of 25% of the damage taken, reflected back at you, you're actually going to be able to reflect back 100% of the damage taken, which is going to make Unairu a really big brawling school. We're really, really excited about that. Another buff that they put out is they actually increased the invulnerability time in Vazarin's dash. So that way, any ally that you dash through, instead of, I believe it's a base of 2 seconds, it actually went up to 5 seconds. So you got a 3-second, like, bonus, which is really, really nice. I believe, I haven't played Vazarin, or not Vazarin, I haven't played Zenark myself, so it seems like the orb in the dash is going to cost 10 energy. I don't know if it was more energy than that before, or if it was less energy than that. Not 100% sure, because I have not played with that all of the way, but we'll see. We'll see exactly what's going on. I'm looking at my focus off of this, and I'm almost done maxing this thing. I'm almost done maxing this thing, and I still have 11k, I still have 11k freaking focus, or not 11k, 11 million focus on this. So that's looking like it'll be pretty good. Of course, you know, I haven't unlocked any of the, what is it called, the pool yet. So we'll see exactly what happens when it comes to unlocking the pools. But as you can see, I've got a lot of focus when it comes to unlocking them. So I'm kind of thinking in my head like, oh, is this gonna be, like, how good is this gonna be for me? We'll find out. Maybe I won't need any more. We'll find. I'm crossing my fingers for that. I'm crossing my fingers that I won't need to do any more focus, because I've been doing focus like a motherfucker. I will tell you that right now. So I'm kind of excited because it's looking. I'm like at. Okay, so we just got 1 million. We're not gonna unlock. We're not gonna unlock the waybound yet, because I don't really want to unlock this waybound. At this point in time, I don't. So I want to keep like maybe 1 million open. So I've unlocked pretty much everything. Oh. Okay. I have 9 million left to go, and everything is max rank. I have 9 million left, and everything, right? Why does that? Okay, I'm gonna start unlocking the pool now. I need to leave 2 million. I'm gonna leave 2 million in this one. Holy shit! I'm gonna leave 2 million just to unlock the waybounds, just in case I need to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. We gotta leave 2 mil. We gotta leave 2 mil. We can't dip. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. So let me try to. Okay, let me try to put everything up. Yo is lying! Yo is lying, DE! No! Okay, hold up, wait a minute. I'm gonna say yes. We're gonna go to some other trees, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna unlock some of their waybounds. So I'm not gonna like unlock everything all the way, but I'm gonna unlock some of the waybounds that I usually use, because I have to keep that in mind. You know, I unlock these waybounds. These are waybounds that I tend to use for pretty much everything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unlock the waybounds real quick. So that way we can get an idea of how much, because I definitely use Enduring Tides. And I want to see legitimately exactly like how much, like with, I mean, that pool is so much better. That pool is so much better. That's unbound. All right, hold up. We gonna go this way. All right, let's come up here, Naramon. Let's come up here, Naramon. I'm at 38 of 133. You lying. You are a lying dog. Hold up. No. You. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna unlock all this shit. No, can I put in all of the waybounds? Because I was not able to do that. I was not able to do that with Naramon before. And I need you guys to be aware. Wait, that's right? Void mode? No, shit, that was the wrong one. It's okay. So we're gonna take a look at the increase armor. Why does it say percentage still? I thought that they had made the change to make it into something else. So let's unlock that waybound. Let's just do it. I will be shocked and amazed if I can get all of the side focuses installed in, all of the waybound focuses in that I wasn't able to install in before, without necessarily needing to do anything. This pool change, dude. No. Y'all are fucking with me though. No, we gotta go ahead and go into Zeneric real fast. Let's go into Zeneric real fast because this was like one of the most expensive ones. This was easily one of the most expensive ones out there. And I will be shocked because one of these Void Flow is like fucking 16. It's absolutely ridiculous. DE, no, you can't. You gotta be lying to me. You are lying. You are a lying sack of liars. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me, right? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. So I am very curious to see how this goes. We're almost there. Alright. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to Naramon. So one of the things that you need to know is I do not have, I didn't play with Matarai very much, as you can see right here. That's really not one that I did, but if I... Okay, hold up. Oh, it's 11? Can I get it without... Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, I could go... That's 2.6k. Wait, we're testing this. I still got 2 million, right? I got 1 million here, 1 million here. Yes! Yes! Yes, bitch! Yes! 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 Focus 2.5, I believe that that's a win. It's a win on your part, DE. So I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to go ahead and play with eye colors. There's an event going on tonight. If you guys haven't already tuned in, make sure you are watching the Game Awards tonight to get your the Salic signed on. I'll be tweeting out, where to go, what to do, all that kind of stuff. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/agayGuyPlays. No, at agayGuyPlays. You'll find me there on Twitter. You can tell I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with the changes. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that because this video has gone on for way too long. But, as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!